It's another Thursday here in Austin, heading out to a client's place, and of course we have the Thai Massage Jam later this evening. If you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, you may have seen a series of videos where I talked about online education, and I wanted to give a little bit more clarity about what's going on with my business. For years now, I've been trying to travel and teach students what I do. And all of those classes, there are a handful of students who are just completely blown away at what I'm doing because it's mat-based and I'm interacting with tissue in a way that they're not familiar with as massage, for lack of a better word. As I continue to try to teach, you have to deal with school owners who want a percentage. You have to deal with outdated advertising and marketing. When I try to advertise directly to students, there's such a small number of therapists, say in a state like Arkansas, where it's just not financially feasible to advertise the way I want. And those small handful of students aren't making enough noise so that it makes it easier for me to travel and teach. People, quite frankly, just aren't talking about what I do at this stage as revolutionary. So, people aren't contacting me from out of state who own schools and saying, listen, we have to have you come teach. There's all the investment of time and energy that goes into teaching classes in person. To make a long story short, it's why I'm moving all of my business online. I'm doing much better selling retail to anyone who wants to buy it at a distance and getting people started that way. I don't have to travel. I can make it easy, affordable, accessible. And also, because I'm on social media, because I'm making videos like this, it means that you have a direct contact with me that you just don't have with other educators. I doubt there are other well-known educators who are, willing to chat with you via Snapchat. I am. So when it comes to online education, I want you to understand that my entire business model is flipped upside down because for years I was trying to sell the organic in person. I made contact with the flesh. Because of issues of scale, that's flipping upside down, and what I'm doing is using the digital to try to sell the organic. We'll get there. I had a great guy named Peyton talk to me on Snapchat earlier. He's in Dallas. He wants me to come up and teach. He wants to take my class. He's trying to figure out how to get on board. And the challenge is I can't have just 3 students. I have to have enough students to make it worth my time to be able to have that class in person. And what I finally decided on is online education is amazing. I did not always feel that way. I never wanted to make workbooks. I never wanted to make DVDs. I never wanted to make materials. I never wanted to go online at all. The only reason I did it was because things were kind of moving that direction. I needed social media exposure so you knew about me. And I wanted to use that to build in-person classes. What's happening is just the opposite, where I'm building online stuff, and then there's enough people who know about me, who want to study, who are begging for class, who are willing to bite the bullet and travel and come study. The challenge is getting everybody in the room at the same time. With online stuff, you don't have to do that. Online education, in most instances, this is my very biased opinion, and if you don't like it, it's cool. We can have a difference of opinion. It sucks. Most online education completely scrapes the bottom of the barrel, and the reason I never wanted to teach online CE classes is because therapists are doing the absolute bare minimum just to keep their license. And here's what you get when you do bare minimum. You get bare minimum. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use everything available to me technologically to reach out to you and to give you online classes, interactive classes, online materials, more social media content than any other educator in the United States. And I'm going to give it to you as affordably as I can until I build up enough of a following to be able to teach in person and the classes are sold out and it doesn't matter. But I'm not going to scrape the bottom of the barrel, and I'm not going to hold back, and I'm going to teach you everything. It's going to be available online. It's going to be available in person, and I'm not going to hold back. I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to press the gas down to the floor. It's time. The industry doesn't know what's about to happen. They frankly don't think innovation in our industry is possible, and I think innovation happens with every session I deliver in my studio. People are interested, but it takes a certain mentality. I'm not everybody's teacher. Some people just want to be massage therapists. That's fine. I don't have any issue with you if you just want to be a massage therapist and work at a facility for someone else. But if you want to reboot, for now, that means that you have to work for yourself. That means that you're going to be offering 3-hour sessions of what I consider the Rolls Royce of bodywork in the United States. That takes time, it takes energy, it takes perseverance, and here's the thing, just like they're telling me I can't do it, they're going to tell you the same. I think it's here, it's already been created. I'm going to give it to you as inexpensively and easily as possible at a distance. When you're asking, how can you help me? Share my content. Find videos that you really like, that you think Massage Therapist want on my YouTube channel, and share them. Tell them to follow me on Instagram. Tell them to follow me on Snapchat. Tell them to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Interact with me. Ask me questions. I will produce more content. And together, we'll work and we'll reboot the entire industry. I'll talk to you guys soon. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.